Hey yo, what is up, dudes and dudettes? This is dude-diligence here, and I finally finished traveling today. I got back to my place, got my green string. Now we're just gonna make this video. So today we're gonna talk about ticker symbol MMAT. I know you guys still have a lot of questions regarding MMTLP. Some of your accounts got zeroed out if you're using an international brokerage. As I predicted, I know it sucks to be you and everything, and I will make a video. And I'm honestly, I'm really sorry that it happened to you, and I will sort of make a video explaining why that is for some international brokerages to zero it out. But right now, we actually have a very interesting situational bet for MMAT. So for those of you who are familiar with Fibonacci time zone or Fibonacci sequence or whatever, right? So basically we are at a Fibonacci time sequence cycle. So this, from this day, so from the last pump day to today is a whole Fibonacci sequence. And a lot of people online who believe in technical analysis, sorry if I say it sarcastically, because right now I'm very iffy about technical analysis. I am sort of leaning toward the quant side. This is why my trading mod, my Felicity algorithm, and all of those kind of stuff are moving towards the quant side rather than utilizing more technical analysis. But for those of you who believe in technical analysis, tomorrow is the day that determines whether metamaterial is going to have a further upward squeeze or not. I know a lot of you believe that there is a T plus 28, 31, whatever that thing is, and T plus whatever, and you guys believe that, according to online sources, even on my Discord, a lot of those things are infested. People believe that there's going to be a leading up to February squeeze or January squeeze, which resulted in today, there are a lot of people buying $3 call options. Literally, in the beginning of the market, people start buying a bunch of $3 call options, and the expiration day is actually on the 21st instead of next month. So that means the market or the MMAT option investors or the MMAT option squeezers trying to squeeze up the stock in a very short period of time. So it's basically a pump and dump scheme. So right now we're just gonna theorize what's gonna happen. So there are two situations that's gonna happen. Tomorrow the general market condition is great. And people keep pumping the $3 call options that will set up a potential gamma squeeze, and the potential gamma squeeze will reach about the 2.92 line, which is this red line here, which we call the deadlock line. Okay, so if it goes past the deadlock line, it will reach about $3.33. Okay, this is the potential gamma squeeze position. If it actually ever gets gamma squeeze, it requires a lot of people buying call options more. It requires a lot of people holding on to the call options that they bought today. It also requires a lot of people exiting or covering their shorting position, or basically not sell a lot of January expiration calls. And if that happens, and tomorrow we'll have a runner up, and we will basically mimic what happened here. So for those of you who are keen, this is what happens there. Okay, this is one situation. We'll have a mirror situation over here. The only difference is this time, this squeeze is going to be less volatile or less vibrant than the last one because the market condition is bad. Why? In here, people get more money. You have a invisible stimulus check coming into your household, literally over here, and you have basically J Money is saying, so J Money coming on and saying, hey guys, it's not that bad. The market isn't that bad, okay? And then there are political stimulus where Biden is trying to pass another stimulus bill, and then people are really positive over here. But right now, we're in a situation where the stimulus bill that Biden want to pass didn't get passed, and everybody's expecting an interest rate hike, okay? So then, even if this happens, the highest we see, the highest share value of this, right? The highest share value it will ever reach during this cycle is about $5. It will be around 75% upward. So you have a top capped, right? You have a capped upside of 75%. And you have basically an infinite downside on this trade, because when it reaches about $2 line, I think people's gonna panic and George's gonna do another reverse split, and it's gonna look really bad. So yeah. Anyways, let's just look at the upside, right? That's what the MMAT communities are all about. We only care about the upside. So your maximum upside is 75%. And if you take my no-brainer MMAT investment strategy, quote unquote, is whenever it closes, it almost close to, if the price is almost close to $3, you start buying $3 call options. And you want to buy the highest time value ones. Okay, you want to buy like a month, 2 months, 3 months, or whatever, and you hold on to it until it reaches $3.3. When it does, sell it off, exit. And for those of you who are asking why 3.3, because the 10% upside on MMAT is actually a really safe exit strategy. That means whenever this stock goes over 10%, people start FOMOing. And then the probability of this happening is actually lower than the probability of something like that happening. Okay, so this is the second situation. We mimic, so basically tomorrow we either mimic this or we mimic that. Or there's a third situation where this thing happens. It will trade flat and then we'll have a downward spiral. And then it will reverse split what happened. But at this point, a lot of people are still very positive. I don't know where the pump and dump money is going to come from, because in order to pump a penny stock like this up, you need a significant amount of volume and you need significant amount of circulated shares being basically capped or bought into somebody else's pocket. That requires a lot of money. Consider this stock have over 285 million outstanding shares, and then if you do $3 per share, if you want a definitive squeeze, you want at least 50 million shares in trading volume, which never happens. Unless you're talking about like whatever happens here. We all don't want to talk about what happens here, right? So yeah, this is it for this video. So for those of you who just want to runner up what happens in here, so basically from here you have a 75% top capped upside on MMAT. Okay, capped upside. And then we might have this thing happening in the following days, or we might have something like this happening in the following days, or this thing is just going to trade flat. But if the market is very positive, you have at least 60% of that happening. If you have money pumping in and you have about 40% of that happening, and you have the 0% or 1% or just low probability distribution of the trading flat and just dumping ground RS happening. But again, small caps aren't looking so great. We're not financial advisors. We do not give financial advices. And if you're trying to basically preserve your profit and trade as smart as you can or trade as consistent as you can, you want to stay away from small cap stocks at all costs before the first interest rate hike. And then after the first interest rate hike, you can actually buy back in and then wait for the second one. The market is going to be very volatile in the next 6 months. All right, see you guys on the upside.